Welcome back to the channel. Now the DPP has responded to Bert Samuels and says that the office is gearing up for a retrial of Vybz Kartel and his co-accused. And a young lady who missed her flight has exposed the faulty system at Jamaican airports. Even though, as the government stated, tourism is the major contributing factor to the Jamaican economy. So how come there's no infrastructure even at Jamaican airports? May I make an ear wagwan and they will continue the reasoning. Look and listen.
Really so angry, I'm trying not to cry. Norman Manley International Airport, Kingston's airport, Kingston, Jamaica, do not fly out of it. This is the ghettoest airport. I have never missed a flight in my entire life, guys, like ever. I have flown to over 20 countries, different airlines, budget airlines, hundreds of different airports. Tell me how I just missed my first flight ever, missed the whole flight. Because Spirit Airlines went to tell me that they were paging me and calling my name and I didn't hear it. No, I did not hear it. Their fucking speaker, their fucking announcement, it's not working. It's literally not working. So they're down at the gate calling my name. I'm sitting down at no point where there are any headphones in my ear. I am sitting down upstairs waiting on them to call, like, oh, is the flight delayed? Why haven't they called my name? Why haven't they called for boarding? No, the plane is leaving. The Spirit Airlines people are going to look me in my eyes and tell me, oh, everybody else heard. No, there's no fucking way everybody else heard when the speaker isn't working. Like, it doesn't make any freaking sense. I have never, at no point where there are earphones in my ears, at no freaking point did I have anything in my ears that would have stopped me from being able to hear. Every other announcement I heard Flair, I heard Delta, I heard every freaking else. Spirit Airlines are going to tell me they were paging me and they said no. I'm so fucking pissed off. Norman Manley International Airport, how are you going to have an announcement system? People can't freaking hear you. This is the ghettoest country and the ghettoest airport I've ever been to in my whole fucking life. I do not care. Nobody can tell me to take this down. Honestly, I'm so over this. And I'm fucking in public. I'm in public screaming on top of my lungs because all I wanted to do was go and see my dad. All I wanted to do was go and hang out with my father. And the stupid Spirit people. How are you as a country operating something as big as an airline, as big as an airport, and you can't even make sure that everything is working properly? Because it would be one thing if I actually didn't hear it, but that's not what happened. They're literally dead commies. They're like, oh yeah, we called your name, like you should have heard it. No, I was literally there with my friend and we were both sitting down there like, why haven't they said anything? Why haven't we heard any boarding calls? What's going on? At no point do we have any earphones in. At no point did anything come out of the speaker. At no point. Never flying out of Norman Manley International Airport ever again, ever. Fucking ass, like eat my ass. And Spirit, fuck off.
Now the lady said the intercoms now work. Of course, this is her statement against their statement. She said them tell her to her face. They were calling her by name and probably ticket number. Now, for the Jamaicans who have never actually used the airport, especially this specific airport where she says she was at, don't make the glass on the front fool. The rest of the airport is very third world. And some people have said what this exposes that even from the things that are actually bringing in billions for the Jamaican economy, the government is not working on the infrastructure surrounding these industries. One of the primary features, or one of the primary ways visitors visit the Jamaican island is through the Jamaican airports. Where they must say them on the advisory level, or them a work on having the advisory level that was given for the Jamaican island reversed. But one of the things that the US said was infrastructure, even response or emergency situations, the necessary infrastructure feet now did it. You can't just call ambulance and just arrive. And now people are exposed issues at the airport. The dramatic about situation. Now on the other stories making headlines today. Now as stated, Jamaica's chief prosecutor, Paula Llewellyn, King's Counsel, has moved to clarify her actions before the decision made by the then Supreme Court Judge, Justice Lennox Campbell, during the 2014 murder trial of entertainer Vybz Kartel and his co-accused to continue the matter after he became aware of an attempt to bribe the 12-member jury to acquit the men. Now, while noting that the matter is still under judicial consideration, Director of Public Prosecutions, the DPP, Paula Llewellyn, said she felt compelled to speak on that narrow issue in light of what she labeled as a campaign of distorted and misinformation being sent around by certain counsel look like Shatabo Bert Samuels, as it was Bert Samuels who recently said and made the public aware that Jamaica's lead prosecutor, our chief prosecutor, was also aware of what took place. She was quoted as saying, "I think it's a veiled attempt to intimidate the office of the DPP and herself from doing their professional duty in respect of properly preparing themselves to make submission to the Court of Appeal in the matter at hand. As she quoted, they are bound to do based on the ruling given by the Privy Council." Now it sounds as if the DPP or the office of the DPP is preparing to make a submission that they are ready, willing, and able to prosecute Vybz Kartel and his co-accused again. It seemed like the DPP has said them are prepare themselves and a document with them for document and a write-up with them for write-up to submit this to the Jamaican Court of Appeal. The DPP is not only considering the retrial of Vybz Kartel, but preparing herself. Now, the law lords, in their ruling, said the decision by the original trial judge to continue the murder trial after the attempted bribery of the jury had been brought to his attention gave rise to miscarriage of justice. Lord Lloyd Jones, in delivering the ruling, said the board was of the view that the tainted juror should not have been kept on the jury. Now, this is what them use or refer to quash the entire conviction of Vybz Kartel and all co-accused. Now, when Bert Samuels pointed out that the Jamaica's chief prosecutor knew too, as simple as that statement might have sounded, some people say, why take the DPP so long for response? But sometimes these people deal in precise response. And looking at what was said, remember, these are the reason why the case itself or the conviction itself was quashed. Jury and the chief prosecutor didn't know. Now, the DPP was quoted as saying, she has been made to understand that they have been saying that she somehow breached the Constitution by indicating that they didn't have a problem with the matter going ahead after it was brought to the judge's attention that there was a tainted juror. Now, she said that there are 50 odd lawyers who operate on behalf of the DPP. But under the Constitution, the DPP is able to step into any case at any time in the interest of justice. You have to think about it upon a level there. The Office of Public Prosecution, Paula Llewellyn is not the only lawyer there. The only part of the lawyer. She said there are 50 odd. She knows she don't have the precise number, but she knows there are over 50. And she has to say how different of them are different lawyers represent the DPP or the office. But her role as chief prosecutor is that during any case, depending upon what she sees to go, she cannot step in. Neither the prosecutor who was there before the judge nor defense counsel can prevent that. It is the constitutional power. An opinion was canvassed for everybody, defense and prosecuting counsel, but the judge, who is supreme in the law, was the one who made the decision, weighing all the different factors, because he too would have been aware that previously a juror had to be discharged because she was put in a situation where it was quite clear she would not have been able to continue. She said, up until the day in question, when the judge requested that she appear in chambers along with the defense team and her team of prosecutors, Senior Deputy Director of Public Prosecution, Jeremy Taylor, and the Crown Counsel, Leighton Morris, she would speak to the prosecutor every day and assist administratively or otherwise prepare the challenges they would face from day to day. Every now and again, she said she would pop into court for a few minutes to build up morale because the case was very stressful, not only for the prosecutors, but the police and the entire office, for a reason or reasons that she said she would not go into. And she said, on the day the Justice Campbell called or summoned her, she said after hearing from the judge and the foreman, who was called and questioned, the two teams of attorneys were asked to say what their opinions were. She then said, attorneys for the defense were saying they didn't think the matter should go on. She said, I indicated we wouldn't have a difficulty with the matter proceeding. We are saying 60 odd days have passed and it was a very serious matter. And the judge could always issue further and detailed instructions to the jury in addition to the general instructions already given or was about to be given. He really wanted an opinion from us, and I indicated that we would not have a problem with him proceeding and that any risk for a decision coming down that would be adverse to us. So they're saying that they didn't have a problem with the matter going forward, even if the decision was to free Vybz Kartel and his co-accused, and that they are the ones who would handle that risk. According to the DPP, the issue at hand was of significant importance for the judge to request. Now I'm in conference with the attorneys. But talk to me, tell me what you think. What you feel about the statement from the DPP now? It sounds like the office of the DPP is indeed moving forward on their side with making whatever submission is needed to get a retrial or for the appeal court to proceed with the retrial. Will the appeal court decide to retry? We don't know. We'll still have to wait and see. If you're new to the channel, just pass through, click the subscribe icon and then the bell icon, and of course, put it on all. And this is how you know will be notified of all fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you. Now until the reason again, live, love and prosper, and stay tuned.